is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Steps away to his left. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The big fella. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
17-0 our score after one.
The score, Packers 17. Jaguars nothing.
56. 56 the mark, boys. 56.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
CJ.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 39, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
56. Mike, 56. Hey, 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 17.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. 88. 88. 88. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Alan Lazard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they retain their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike. 56 is 30. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe. Deep. Jump out.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are pouring it on. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He was brought down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And this offense continues to pour it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Jaguars.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Dragon 60. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21, 18.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike
They'll look to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Jags grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Williams to return. Now the crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
3-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 44. Mike, 44. Check back.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On second and goal, Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 20-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Aaron Jones.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
44, Mike, 44. So we got man. Yeah, this. Spoke balls to Mike. Mike spoke balls.
Here's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Packers 48. Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
Hey, pick 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Packers first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Hey, 88. Go. 44. Mike. 44.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And again, it's Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's make these babies cry.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, here we go.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers continue to roll. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
Then on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 20. Five-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for a situation.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check. 18 Cardinal. Hey, defense, let's go. Dragon 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
His throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now the throw taken in by Chark. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Complete to DJ Chark. A gain of 18 on the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Josh Lambo.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
62, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.